Welcome to this week's episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. I'm Katie Brinkley, and you're listening to the premier podcast for business owners ready to elevate their influence and impact in the industry. Have you ever wondered how digital marketing can revolutionize your business? Well, with 2 decades of experience empowering business leaders, consultants, and coaches, I understand the transformative power of digital marketing. Today, we're not just discussing strategies, we're crafting your digital legacy. In each episode, we'll dissect the trends, strategies, and insights that are shaping the future of marketing. You'll walk away with actionable knowledge to thrust your business forward and stories of local enterprises making a global impact. Are you ready to turn insights into action? Let's jump into today's episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing and start shaping your legacy. Have you ever just stopped and thought about how all of us are cruising around every day as the stars in our own movie? Like, I am the star of the Katie Brinkley show. And, you're the star of your show. And everyone else that comes into my movie here is just one of the, I don't know, they're part of the supporting cast. It's amazing to me because I've come to the office, I'm going about my day. And honestly, I've kind of gotten a little bit bored with my movie. It's really cool to go and watch me some HGTV and watch someone else's movie about the life that they're living, or listen to a podcast and hear about what they've done. That's the power of story. That's the power of you. I have to think, and I want to just kind of hop on into the old DeLorean with me here, but I think it's so crazy because we're all living our own, this as stars in our own movie. And it was not that long ago that Clubhouse was this new up and coming social media platform. And really, in all honesty, it was because we were under lockdown with COVID and we all just really wanted to be on a never ending conference call. But Clubhouse, man, it got a lot of hate there for a while, but it changed my business because I had the opportunity to talk about my movie. And it really allowed me to kind of open up some of the struggles that I've had, some of the things that I've learned along the way. And it really wouldn't be, I don't think that my business would be where it is today if it wasn't for Clubhouse, because I learned to embrace my story. And Chad, story catcher Chad, man, if you guys aren't following him, be sure to connect with Chad Illa Peterson. It's so true. We're the stars in our own movies. A lot of times we're not really paying attention to the key factors that are going to help us resonate with our audience. Be honest with you guys, back on Clubhouse, I said in the Clubhouse room once, oh yeah, I've been doing the social media thing since MySpace. I helped bands with their MySpace pages. And no joke, as soon as I said it, I was so embarrassed because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I told people that I've been doing social media, like, and helping bands, like how embarrassing I was on MySpace. And somebody reached out to me afterwards and said, holy cow, why are you not telling people this? Why are you not sharing this story? And I wrote back, well, I'm a little embarrassed by it. But you never know what it is that's going to help you resonate and connect with other people. Your story can be very interesting to others. There might be a time, like there's one person I connected with on Clubhouse, and he said something about being a Michigan fan. I sent him a DM and said, yeah, go Blue. He and I created a great friendship after him just saying that he was a Michigan fan. If you are a Michigan fan, go Blue. But I think that in business and in social media, we get so caught up in the highlight reels that is that true authenticity of sharing your message and what it is that makes you different, the lessons that you've learned. It makes you connect with your audience so much better than just sharing the highlights. With sharing just the highlights of saying like, oh, I had a $100,000 launch for my book or whatever. But really what's going on behind the scenes. How many books have you launched that failed? Did you have an ad budget? You're not hearing the full story. If you say, yeah, I launched my book, and guess what? When I launched it, my website crashed and was infected with malware for a week. So my entire book selling process was a nightmare. You never know what lesson other people can learn from that or how that story is going to resonate with someone else. I think that in this world of social media, we have to be willing to pull back the curtain and show a little bit of our own authenticity for our business. And especially in this world of AI, this is me. I'm being crazy and stuff. This isn't Hey Gen being used. If you haven't seen what Hey Gen is, it's essentially just creating a digital clone of yourself that, you can record your voice and take a video of you and it'll repurpose it out on all the social media platforms. It's crazy how AI is coming into social media and our businesses every day. And by all means, let's embrace it, folks. Let's embrace AI. It is here to stay. Use it to help you, use it to brainstorm, but don't use it to replace you. Don't use it to, replace your stories, the things that you've learned, the struggles that you've had. I think it's really important for all of us to show up authentically online and be willing to share the highs and the lows, because that's what's going to move the needle for your business. Yeah, I wanted just to connect with you guys, and we saw so much change with the world of AI in 2023 and 2024. Focus on finding what your stories are and sharing them with your audience. You never know what it is that's going to connect you with other people. And as a business, your business's stories matter too. We all love the story of Michael Jordan not making his high school basketball team. That's a great story about resilience and perseverance and hard work ethic. You never know what story it is that's going to connect with your audience. So I encourage all of you to show up authentically online, find your brand story, be willing to share your stories and show up authentically this year. And you will create a community of brand advocates and your biggest brand followers. I'm sure that your business is going to grow as we decide to let people in and see behind the curtain, the highs and the lows with us, because especially in the world of entrepreneurship, it is so much better to be able to do the world of entrepreneurship with people by your side instead of going it alone. Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. I hope you're leaving with valuable insights and the inspiration to lead your market. If you've enjoyed our time together and found today's podcast episode useful, I have a small favor to ask of you. Please hit that subscribe button to stay updated with the latest episodes. And if you know someone who could benefit from these episodes, maybe a fellow business leader or an aspiring entrepreneur, go ahead and share this episode with them. Let's spread the knowledge and grow together. Also, I'd love to hear from you and continue the conversation beyond the podcast. Visit me at katiebrinkley.com to connect, to find more resources, or just to share your journey. And be sure to pick up your copy of my new book, The Social Shift, at katiebrinkley.com/book. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Katie Brinkley, and I can't wait to dive into more strategies and stories with you on the next episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. Let's keep on taking your marketing to new heights.